Hey there, I'm here to record my third lichess tactics training video of the day. I've just posted two of them to YouTube. Having a decent record so far. My goal again is to hit 2,000 in the tactics training rating, so I'm trying some normal rated puzzles. So let's give it a go. Okay, I'm black. So, thoughts. They have two rooks, I only have one rook. They are threatening some sort of rook check here, followed by turning into a queen. So that's something I need to handle. This is obviously not a move. Their king is sort of cramped in. In fact, he doesn't have any moves. So there may be a situation where I could allow white to queen as long as I can deliver mate in the next move, and white isn't queening with mate. So let's just look for some mating patterns here. So what happens if I play this? And there's two moves. Rook takes, for example. That doesn't seem like it's going to end up delivering mate. And if I start by sacrificing the rook, I don't see any immediate follow-up, which is unfortunate. I would like to have my knight here and my rook here as an example. But this pawn is getting in the way of that. Alternatively, I could have my knight here and my rook here. No, that's not true, because I wouldn't be covering this square. All right. Ooh, you know what I could do? All right. If I play... an alternative situation where I could be delivering mate is if I get rook here, he takes with his rook, and then I have a smothered mate because my pawn is covering this square. So that looks good. Let's try to work towards that. So for example, if I started with this quiet move here, rook to g2, I'm threatening rook g1 check, rook takes g1, and then knight f2 mate. The king is smothered, and the rook is not defending the square, and my pawn is covering this square. So if I start with this rook g2 moves, my opponent has rook d8 check. My king has to run away somewhere. So let's say somewhere where I am not going to get checked in the next move. I have to think about that. So rook here, rook check. My king goes somewhere. This turns into a queen. And then I deliver the mating pattern, as I showed. So where does my king run to? That seems pivotal. So my rook is here, his rook is here. My king has this square where it can run to, though it could be met by this rook check. And maybe my king gets chased around a little bit. Okay, so maybe I don't want to expose myself out in the open. I also have, in fact, I only have this. So if I play here, if you queen, you get mated. If you push this pawn, I think I can take it, and that doesn't affect any of my plans. So rook here. Maybe I can get my king out to this square where it maybe can't be checked. So a continuation I was thinking of was rook g2, rook d8 check, king e7. You can't queen. If you play rook here, then if I take it, you queen with check. So I would maybe play king here. You have this check. King here. And you have this check. So maybe I play king here. Oh, this is tough. I need a way where I can escape all the checks with my king. Rook here, rook here. If I play king out, I run into this check. King here. I run into this check. King here. I run into this check. I think king here, I'm running into this check. So I wouldn't do that. I think maybe here, check. I think I can maybe get my king close enough up in this direction where I can stop the checks from this rook. So let's think one more time about that. Rook g2. Sorry, rook g2. Rook d8 check. King c5. Rook c1 check. King d4. Rook d1 check. King, for example, e3. Rook e1 check. Wow, I even have king all the way up here. No, I don't. I need that square for my knight. So maybe king here. The rook is just here, so then the rook doesn't have any checks. I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to run towards this square. But I'm pretty confident that I can dodge all the checks, so I'm going to start here. Here's the pivotal moment, folks. I'm going to try this. Yeah. These are dodging all the checks. And I think if I run in this direction, that's no good, because I don't want to end up on this file, then you queen with check. So I think I have to run in this direction. And I don't want to end up with my king on this square. So I think maybe either of these moves are reasonable. So let's try this one. I have rook block. You're forced to take. No, you're not. So let's not go down that road. If I play here, do you run out of checks? I think you run out of checks. Yeah. And now I have, I think, the mate I was talking about. So rook here, rook takes, mate. This was a good puzzle. We had to run our king so far, all the way up here. Where did it even start? It started here. So we went this. That's interesting. Yeah, and we saw that by running the king out here, you can bring it all the way up to the second rank, and that's how you dodge the last check. But if I had stayed in here, I don't think there's any way to keep dodging checks. There's nowhere to hide. If I end up here, you have this check. Here, maybe there was a way to hide. Let's have a look at that. Let's start at the beginning. Run the analysis board. Okay, let's see if we can just remember it then. So this was the right mate in 7. That's cool. We solved a mate in 7 problem. That's pretty good. G2. So it likes here, mate in 6. And if I had gone here, okay, this is still a mate in 6. So I would have thought, actually, yeah, if you check here, I wasn't going to take it because then you queen. So I'm going to just dodge. This take, really? I don't believe in that. Can't you keep checking me like this, for example? I run away. Keep checking me. I run away. Yeah, so I guess if I am here, they run out of checks. So I suppose either of those paths, going out in general this way or going out in general this way, would have worked. But I'm happy to find my solution. That was a mate in 7. Pretty happy with that. So yeah, I'm going to cut the video short here. And on a positive note, we found this quiet waiting move. So, and we ended with the smothered mate. That's always aesthetically pleasing. So yeah, thanks for tuning into this puzzle.